Hey guys, welcome back to the channel McNallie Money, your home of all things stock, investment, and personal finance related. In today's video, we're going to be profiling MegaWatt Metals. This company was previously known as MegaWatt Lithium and Battery Metals Corp. However, after a recent discovery, which we're going to talk about in today's presentation, the company has shifted gears and put a new focus in front of them for 2024. Now, there's a lot to go through in today's presentation. Before we do, though, please take a second, hit the like button, you guys. It's a big help to myself and the channel. If you're not already subscribed, McNallie Money, feel free to join. We're just about at the 44,000 subscriber milestone, and we'd love to have you as part of the community. And finally, leave a comment in the section below. Let me know if you're currently holding shares of MegaWatt Metals and your outlook for this company in the back half of 2024. Now, with that being said, let's get into today's video. Okay guys, so that's right. Today's video, we're going to be profiling MegaWatt Lithium and Battery Metals Corp. Now, as I mentioned in the intro, you can see in their most recent press releases, they're now doing business as MegaWatt Metals. We'll talk about why that is as we move through today's presentation. But before we do, I quickly wanted to bring up the chart. They trade under the ticker MEGA or MEGA on the Canadian Securities Exchange. Currently up 3% on the day, or about half a cent, trading hands for 17.5 cents US. Now, interestingly enough, you can see a nice little jump on the 6-month chart. If we go back to February 1st of this year, MegaWatt Lithium or MegaWatt Metals was trading hands sub 10 cents. Now you can see a big jump over the next few months up till 20 cents on March 7th. So effectively doubling the share price and now hovering around that support in the 17-cent range. Now, I should mention MegaWatt also trades on the OTC in the United States under the ticker WALRF. And with that being said, I wanted to move into some of the recent developments at MegaWatt Metals, and then we'll get into their updated investor presentation. Now, the article I just mentioned there in the news feed was from Friday, May 24th, talking about MegaWatt Metals commenting on the U.S. ban of Russian uranium imports and forecast of increased uranium production from Canada. Now, interestingly enough, you may be asking yourself, why is MegaWatt Lithium and Battery Metals so concerned about uranium? And the reason for that, you guys, is because on May 21st, MegaWatt Metals reported historic exploration results for the Benedict Mountain uranium property located in Labrador's Central Mineral Belt. Now, as you'll see in the updated investor presentation, MegaWatt obviously has an interest in this asset. And on April 1st of this year, so only last month, MegaWatt announced its agreement to acquire Labrador Mineral Resources and their Benedict Mountain uranium property, or the property referred to in the headline. Now, the property itself consists of 2 mineral licenses approximately 200 kilometers northeast of Goose Bay, covering approximately 350 hectares or about 865 acres in the eastern end of Labrador's Central Mineral Belt. Now, this belt is one of North America's largest uranium deposits, and the Benedict Mountain property shares geological characteristics with Michelin, which is one of the top deposits to date. Now, other exploration highlights include 3 uranium showings and samples with concentration up to 13.8%. So following this, the CEO of MegaWatt, Casey Forward, goes on to say the Benedict Mountains uranium property represents a new level of opportunity for us to advance MegaWatt's focus on becoming a domestic clean energy mineral supplier. We're fortunate to be targeting a major prospective mineral jurisdiction that again contains the Michelin deposit. Now, this deposit is one of North America's largest uranium deposits. It contains a total mineral resource of 92 million pounds uranium, with 82.2 million pounds of that being measured and indicated. So extremely promising for MegaWatt, and thus the reason for the shift in direction and the focus on this U.S. uranium ban targeting Russian uranium imports. Now, the ban itself will begin 90 days after its enactment. This was voted on and approved as a bipartisan bill in the United States. And as a result of this, Canada is expected to be a major contributor of uranium for the United States, with 11% growth in 2024 alone. And I will note there's been a strong push or urgency from the Biden administration to really onshore a lot of these precious or rare earth metals, specifically in relation to national security as they may no longer trust countries like China and Russia to be providing such valuable inputs into the economy. And as a result, they're now looking to onshore a lot of the production here. We've seen the same thing with lithium. And instead of looking overseas, really turning their eyes to North America, whether that be Canada or the United States. So with all that being said, I now wanted to shift gears into the updated investor presentation and walk you guys through MegaWatt's business plan and thesis in a little bit more detail. Now, in terms of investment highlight, it really breaks down into 4 key components here. First and foremost is exploration in proven districts, which we just talked about, the proximity and similarities to some of those existing uranium deposits. Secondly is the experienced management team, which we're going to look at in a second. 3 is safe jurisdictions, with their 2 properties in Canada and Australia both considered to be Tier 1 mining countries. And then 4th is the market cap and valuation that's currently being given to MegaWatt Metals. Now, we saw a comment from Casey Forward, the CEO of MegaWatt, a couple of minutes ago. And prior to forming MegaWatt, he has actually served in senior management positions for a number of public and private companies with projects in Canada, the United States, and South America. And surrounding Casey is really an all-star cast here in terms of the CFO and the board of directors. Now, I just mentioned their Benedict Mountains uranium project. That's obviously the focal point of MegaWatt Metals at this point in time. They also have Cobalt Hill, Route 381, and Mitsumis Lithium, all located here in Canada. On the other side of the world, in Australia, they've got Arctic Fox, Tyr Silver, and the Isbjorn project, all of which, again, are located in those safe and friendly mining jurisdictions. And as you can see, quite a wide variety in terms of targets ranging from uranium, cobalt, copper, gold, lithium, and a variety of other rare earth elements and materials that are needed in EV and battery production. Now, as we just talked about, their flagship Benedict Mountain uranium project located in Labrador, Canada, really represents a huge opportunity for MegaWatt Metals, but they've also got a number of other investment highlights, including their Arctic Fox project, located in an active mining and mineral exploration region in the Northwest Territories. This property, similar to Benedict, is showing a lot of potential or opportunity for MegaWatt Metals, with rock chip samples showing a variety of different rare earth elements, and assay results confirming the project is extremely prospective. Now, they've also got rare earth targets in Australia as well, along with silver, lead, and zinc at their Tyr Silver project. Now, shifting gears back to Canada, the Cobalt Hill property represents another big opportunity. This is located in Castlegar, BC, with a focus obviously on cobalt, copper, and gold. And when you add in their Route 381 lithium project in Quebec and the Mitsumis Lithium, also in the province of Quebec, you start to understand why there's a lot of investor attention to this name and that general consensus that MegaWatt Metals may be presenting a value opportunity. So with a fully diluted share count of 36.1 million and looking at other comparables in this space, it definitely starts to make a compelling argument as to why you may want to start your research on MegaWatt Metals. So for those reasons, you guys, I'd be super curious to hear your thoughts on MegaWatt, specifically if you're already holding shares, and their shift or change in direction towards uranium specifically. If you have any comments about this question, I'd be happy to try and find an answer if you leave them in the comment section below. If you're still watching the video at this point, hopefully you found some value, so make sure you hit the like button, you guys. It really does help push this content to other people like you who may find value. And if you're not currently subscribed to the channel, McNallie Money, feel free to join. We'd love to have you as part of the community. That's all for now. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.